Barb Davidson. I'm the director of Ingham County 911, which is in the Lansing, Michigan area. So we're a true central, so we dispatch all police, fire, and EMS in Ingham County. I think our jurisdiction is super unique. I think we have a little flavor of everything. We're the state capital, so we have that. We also have a world-class university in our jurisdiction that we dispatch for, Michigan State University. And then we also have quite a bit of very rural areas. Probably saying what we haven't done would be a quicker conversation. One of the things that we found was that we at 911 needed to start thinking about things a little bit more about not just us. I needed to start thinking about, and our team needed to think about, who am I looking for? Where is my staff? What do they need from me? Big culture change for us. We definitely want them to feel appreciated and seen. And we have found that that is probably the most impactful thing that we have done. We also found that one of our bigger retention or recruiting efforts, though, was again highlighting them, highlighting the job that they do and humanizing the job. They're the safety belt of the world, you know? Nobody thinks about it until you can't find it. I mean, I'm so proud of our team. We've had some pretty yucky incidents happen this last year, and they performed amazingly well. One of the other things that we thought was super important with that, though, with the retention part of it, we didn't have what I would describe as a very robust quality assurance program. And they want to know. I mean, they really do. Some of these tragedies highlighted the great work, but the day-to-day stuff, my folks want to know. And it's not a gotcha. It's, hey, that was really good. That was really good stuff. So I love telling everybody that we have the Cadillac of nice. And we do. We have all the stuff. But we utilize Evaluator, and having that component in place to be able to streamline a process to make a more robust quality assurance program was super helpful for us, because we realized you have to have that. You have to have that backbone to be able to rely on the platform to be able to help us pull the amount of data that we need to. We don't always pull types of calls, and we like to do it very randomly, but the platform allows us to stop just doing, like I mentioned before, it wasn't very robust, and we were doing mostly medical stuff. This allows us to do the entire gambit, which is all police, fire, EMS call taking and dispatching, because the integration makes it so much easier for us, the integration with our CAD. So I have a full-time quality assurance person now. And she obviously is using the platform and loves it every day. Being able to have Caitlin, our quality assurance person, do all that and pull everything with ease. And she's taking care of most of our FOIA requests, and all of that is just, it's freeing up the supervisors, because that was the ultimate goal. We have 11 dispatchers and 1 supervisor on the floor, 24/7, 365. So I don't want them pulling audio, and I need to give them but I need to do it in a way, or give it to somebody in a way that it can be done easily. And that's what we have. So the benefit outside of all the other good stuff that comes from quality assurance is our ability to be able to interact with our employees and talk about the great stuff they do, coach and train, but just to be, the supervisors to be so much more heads up, because all of that now is lifted off of their plate, not just because I have a person that does it, but because the person that does it can do it well and easily, because we have Evaluator in place, and it's easy. retention. And one of the other things that we have that we love is that we do screen capture recordings. So you can kind of, especially with training and stuff, if things kind of aren't lining up for them, watching how that process play back is very helpful. Here's where we probably picked the wrong EMD answer, or here's where that decision point, oh, here's another option, here's another tool. To be able to do that it's kind of crazy. I think about when I started in the Stone Age and we didn't have anything like that. So we also utilize the Intelligence Center platform. It's a dashboard. It's a dashboard that I love. There were too many spots before. It was, okay, I had to go and check this website to find out what was going on with the telephony, and this one with the CAD, and this one with whatever, and this just brings everything together. On February 13th of this year, we had a shooting at Michigan State, and we took a lot of calls. We did about, we figure about 2.5 days worth of work in about 5 hours. And part of being in public safety is we are expected and should be transparent to what we did. And one of the things that I think is so important as a government entity is that we needed to quickly produce what happened that night. Numbers, quantity, that was very important. People wanted to know how many texts did you take, how many calls did you take, how many CAD incidents did you put in, how long were you on the calls, what were the longest, what were the shortest, everything you can think of. What was the response time? Those are all, that's a one-stop shop for me. Instead of trying to pull everything from everywhere, it's a one-stop shop. As far as reconstruction even goes, I mean, Intelligence Center, I use it to make my annual report to my board. Putting my annual report together was always drudgery, trying to pull all the stuff. But we took 2,200 calls in 5 hours, and then about 400 texts. I mean, the incident obviously went on for a very long time, but the initial portion of it, that was 16 talk groups. It was about 8 hours each. So pulling it, redacting it, preparing it for the media, which happened. You just have to have something you can lean into there. And we have the Cadillac of nice, so that was one less thing to worry about. Would I recommend NICE to other agencies? Yes, I would. But it's so nice to have a partner that I don't feel like they're always trying to sell me something. Talk to me about the problem you're having. We do that. We have this solution. Wonderful. And then if we have problems with the solution, we have amazing relationships with, we tweaked Intelligence Center quite a bit to make it ours, Ingham County's. It feels like a partnership. I don't feel that way about every vendor that I work with. They earn my business back every time we call and ask questions, and I highly recommend them anytime anyone asks.